Welcome to the Top Farm Live. You know, we have to stop by even once a week, once a month. You know, we haven't getting a chance to catch up with the top farmers. And if you ask me next time, you ask the Top Farm CEO. And we say Top Farm will to power. Make the sacrifice and pay the price because the greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. He who sacrifice a lot will achieve a lot. He who sacrifice a little will sacrifice his life currency. And as you see me, I'm the CEO, the founder of Top Farm Wear. Founded in how much 3.5 years now. So we start with clothing brand. We are UK based, ship worldwide. We sell leisure wear, active wear, which means that we sell hoodies, t-shirts, we sell leggings, we sell cap, we sell socks, we sell you name it. We sell the dream, because that's what it started at. We sell the dream. We sell the dream. We sell when you see us, we had to believe in ourselves. We had to believe in ourselves to really bring the products, bring the idea to life. So that's what we are. That's who this brand represent. That's who we are here for. Right? And yeah, hopefully everybody, I think I get about 10 new followers this week. So normally I like to just to come by and say thanks for following me. And just to know what you'll find on my channel, personal development, educational speaking. From time to time I might do a little social commentary, but 99% of what I posted is about personal development. Develop yourself personally, add value to yourself, right? As my teacher said, we get paid for value. We don't get paid for time. We get paid for value. So we talk about personal development. We're talking about developing yourself, which means you get full control of your life. Develop full autonomy, right? Because once you start take control of your life, you start take responsibility for the results you're getting. You're not going to make excuse. It takes a strong person to look in the mirror and say, the buck stops with me. So the results I'm not getting, because it's one thing to desire. We all have desire. Some people have a very strong desire, some people have a very weak desire. And the desire that you have is equivalent to light in a fire. The bigger the fire is the more heat you'll get from it. And your desire is like that. Once you have that driving force, the desire, as Napoleon Hill said it best, desire is the starting point of all great achievement. So that's what you find on my channel. Personal development, educational speaking. Time to time we talk about the books for success. I think the last live we did, we delve into maybe 3 or 4 books that really transform our life, that really give us the confidence, because we wake up and realize we're going into the marketplace without value and we're on the wrong side of the equation. Because when you wake up and you go into the marketplace and say, you know what, I'm getting paid whatever you get paid per hour, you're never going, profit is better than wages. So wise man, so we have to figure it out. Profit is always better than wages. So if you really want to get from the wages side to get to the profit, find out what you're good at, find out what you need to know, learn what you need to learn, right? Don't be lazy in learning, because nowadays education is the most valuable resource. If you really take charge of your time, God bless it for all our pass through, right? We just let you know what you find on this platform, right? Education going to bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be. And nowadays, you see a lot of people freaking out about AI. A lot of people and the ones who is more paranoid about AI is the ones who don't understand that, as our Jack May said, computer, technology can't dream. So you don't need to fear technology. You just need to understand what you want from life and how can you use technology. Because whether you believe it or not, we are living in one of the greatest time. Whether it's for information time, whether it's knowledge, because gone are the days when politicians could do things in secret, or the justice systems, or whoever. So you have to take everything that they said to you. But nowadays, there's somewhere out there the truth is. But you have to willing to go in search of the truth. And that's what makes a difference. So some people never is just too lazy to go in search of the truth. So don't be afraid of technology. But my experience with technology, especially since I start my clothing brand, if it wasn't for Chat GPT, I'd probably give up a long time. Because a lot of the things that I used to have to pay, for, give thanks if you ask me for the first time, I get technology, do it for free. Gone are the times when I need to pay somebody for a design, or I need to pay somebody to copyright, or I need to pay somebody to write me a blog for my website. Nobody read blogs anymore. But there was a time when I need to pay £200 everything. When you build, there's over 3-4 years ago, when you have, if you have the entrepreneurial spirit, right? Over 3 years ago, if you can't do it yourself, you might as well give up, because especially the people on Fiverr and Up for Work, some of them was just there to scam you. Some of them was just there to. I remember one time I need some work done on my website, right? And this good person from India, they tell me that I said I can give you 4 hours work, and they said no, I can't do it in 4 hours. I need 12 hours, right? And when I look on the website, she has not done anything, and I'm like, I'm not paying you. I'm saying that to say this nowadays, you don't have to face that challenge, because with the aid of technology. But the only way you're going to feel like technology is out to get you if you don't get technology. And I think Jack Meir, when I hear Jack Meir said it best, said technology can't dream. But once you have a dream, then it's for you to bring that dream to the technological era that we are living in. Right, and that's what we do on this platform. Encourage you, motivate you. So thanks for the people who give me a follow. I get 10 new followers. I'm up to actually 299. I'm waiting to hit 300. So if you like what you hear, if you like the way I'm speaking or I'm sounding, then you can be my 300 followers. Because everybody nowadays, it's all about monetization. But I'm really not bothered about the monetization side of website, because we normally just, I don't think our channel going to ever be over polished, because we come and give you the raw truth, you know. Whether we take out our phone, I think I post a video, a couple of videos I post this week where I just speaking into my phone, putting them up on this platform. I can't even remember exactly what they were about, but I figure more or less they were actually, I said, one of the videos I said a lot of people is mixing up riches and success. Right, a lot of people is looking at rich people and successful people and can't tell the difference. But there is a stark difference between riches and success. Right? The difference is successful people is always willing to share. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to introduce you to a channel you should be watching. Hey Gavin, how is you? I'm alright, you know, how are you? There's this channel called the School of Hard Knocks, right? If every entrepreneur should watch that channel, the School of Hard Knocks. I've not seen you in a long time. How are you? And what I'm seeing that channel, and I'm seeing something that I hear people say it all the while, right? But I couldn't believe it, you know. And there's a big difference between rich and successful, because what I found, when the guy is trying to get people to speak to, the rich people, they never have time. When in the School of Hard Knocks, right, the guy is built up a big business community because he wants to help young entrepreneurs, right? So he's trying to get knowledge from successful people to give to the next generation. But when I'm watching that guy video, the School of Hard Knocks, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you have to be watching that channel. It's called the School of Entrepreneur. Go over there, click him, give him a follow, right? And you go and see this thing. You see the difference between rich people and successful people? Like, I'm seeing where successful people is different from rich people. Yes, you might have a car, you might have a big house, you might have the glitz and the glamour in life that makes people envious of you to think, oh man, I like that person's life. But when I see this guy trying to talk to rich people, they are some of the most miserable, they are some of the most ignorant people. And when I see him approaching successful people, the successful people just can't wait to share the secrets of success. While rich people can't wait to keep the secret to them riches, because some of them get them riches by ill-gotten gains. And that's if you never see that channel, if you're sitting down and said, I don't know how to be, I want to become an entrepreneur, but I don't know where to start, the School of Hard Knocks on this website is actually a very good place to start, right? The gems that this guy is extracting from successful. I'm not going to say rich people. Because nowadays I view riches and success as two separate entities, because you can be successful but not rich, or you can be rich but not successful. And that was the video I posted this week. So if you are seeing me for the first time, that's what we do, right? I will encourage you to follow our brand, because it's a top form brand. It's a brand that tell you to use your will to power, make the sacrifice and pay the price. And if you even learned anything else from this little live this morning, because we normally do 15 minutes, you have to be able to understand the difference between riches and successful. Because you can be successful but not rich in earthly possession, and you can be rich but you are not blessed with earthly possession, because a lot of people nowadays is really mixing up the two. All right, and you need to figure that out. Apart from that, if you that's what we talk about the books, we talk about life principles, we talk about life acts, we talk about some of the books that you should, we talk about the books them that you haven't read, we talk about read, because there's no difference between the man who can't read and the man who can read but won't read. The end result is ignorancy. So whenever time we come over here as an entrepreneur, we're going to encourage you to learn, develop yourself. Some of us is working twice as hard at our job, but the equation is wrong. You need to work harder at yourself. Work on yourself. Add value to yourself. Bring value to the marketplace. As a wise man said, you should work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And that's how you end up from one side of the equation, from the negative side to the positive side of the equation. All right. And we are Top Farmer. You can find us at www.topformwear.com. Remember, in order to be in top form, in peak physical fitness, you need to be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, ultimately, economically, right? Fit, because a chain is as strong as its weakest link. All right. So wherever the weakness is in the chain of life, then that's where the ill discipline will show up. And every discipline affects each other. All right. So you can't feel like I've got all these other things that are strong and reinforced, but then there's weakness in the links, because it ultimately is going to snap. All right. Yes, and then give thanks. So that's what we're about to wrap you up. Thanks for those who has followed me this week. Thanks for the new followers. Thanks for the people them. And if you are not following me, then you can start following me, because we're only here to post uplifting things. We are only here to post positive things. We are only here to encourage you. We are here to bring you words. As a good book said, the words are like a lamp to your feet. So we are going to be giving you the light to really help you to unleash or unlock your full potential. We want to get you to tap into that rich reservoir, that untapped gold mine, because a lot of us have got acres of diamonds within us, but we are busy looking out in the world, and we're going to wind up dead like the guy who sold the richest diamond mine. If you never hear the story about the farmer, the African farmer who sold his field rich with diamonds to go in search of diamond. So if you are seeing me for the first time, I want to help you if you tapped into that true potential of yours, into that acres of diamond. All right. Yes, man. It's a great story told by Earl Nightingale. If you never hear that story, go and watch it on YouTube. Acres of diamond. Once you understand that story, then you can realize that everything that you need to live a happy and a fulfilling and a prosperous life is within you. Because some of us are too busy looking at other people feel, other people patch of grass. We have never taken the time to explore or to dig deep within our minds. All right. And remember, a man's life is what his thoughts made of it. All right. The riches you want is aware. It's just a thought away. Sit down, think. What can I do to make my life more positive, more fulfilling, more happy? All right. But I think that one is from Earl Nightingale. I think it's from this is that the strangest secret or acres of diamond. But those are those two things I want to leave with you to do. That's why I said if you see me for the first time, I have to leave you with something, right? Earl Nightingale, right? We actually coming up for the 7th month of the year. So maybe there's a reason why you come across, and this man want to challenge you to go in search of some knowledge. Become a student, not a follower. So thanks for the people or the persons who has actually followed me this week. So this is what we do. This is what we bring to the table. Knowledge, what we have been listening to. Because we can only introduce you to what we are into. We are into personal development. We are into people like Earl Nightingale, who tell you about the strangest secret, right? Who tell you about acres of diamond. That's the kind of people that we listen to, so we can come back over here and say, hey, if you never hear this, then go and listen. We can only bring you to the knowledge. We can't force you to take it in your head, right? And that's what we do, all right? We are Top Farm Wear. We are the strong brand for the strong people, because nowadays, weakness cannot exist in our power-evolving universe. And we see a lot of people weak mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and economically. And some of them, because the reason why if you're weak in one facet of your life, you have to weak everywhere, because a chain is as strong as its weakest link. Yes, because you might feel like you got your financial ducks in a row, but then you are using it to self-destruct. You are using it to overindulge. You are not sharing the blessings. You are hoarding it. You're not sharing it. And then, yeah, you're right back at square one. All right. So Examine the chains or examine the links of your life. See what you need to work on. See what's holding you back. See what's stopping you from reaching your full potential, right? Mankind is the only species or only thing that really don't go to their full capability or full capacity. You'll never see a tree grow to just no. The tree is going to grow and produce as much as it can. So this is what we want to tell you this morning or today. Thank you for tuning in, all right? And if you, this is what we try to do. We try to come in over here once a week when we feel like we want to come and uplift somebody. And check out the website at www.topformwear.com, because to be in top form is to be in peak physical fitness, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, ultimately, economically, right? And that's how you get yourself right and the right equation of life. Top form.